Hi, welcome back. We are on the 8 personality, the asserter of the 9 Enneagram personalities. I hope you've been following along so you can learn more about the people in your life and yourself. This is I want to explain again that there's 9 levels within each personality type, from unhealthy behavior to very healthy behavior. So the Enneagram is one of the personality models that shows a path of development, shows how you become more conscious and live your best life, where you are excited about life and confident in your life. So to review, we had the one perfecter, which is about rules and following the rules, very black and white. Um, Inside of them is a critic that operates 24/7, judgment for themselves and for other people. The two supporter helper came to believe that they needed to give in order to get, so they focus their attention on other people, and their value comes in helping other people, not realizing that it can be a sabotaging pattern and can also be intrusive. Then we had the 3 achiever personality, who came to believe that they were valued for not who they were or who they are as a person, but what they achieve. So they focus on a success and achievement, and often are challenged with relationships because they're always putting their work first. The 4 expressor is our emotional personality type, the personality type that can have lots of ups and downs, lots of drama before growth. And they're also the most, they can handle dealing with other people's pain the most because they identify with that in themselves, and can be very sensitive, caring, creative. The 5 contemplator is the most introverted of the 9 personalities. They are on their head a lot. They came to believe that there would not be enough resources in the world for them. Everything, or not everything, they get drained of their energy quite easily. So they like to be on their own more often than not. The 6 questioner personality is the anxiety personality. Fear, worry, anxiety, always looking out on the horizon to see what can go wrong, and are the best at solving solutions very quickly because they've thought things out. Then the last one we had was the optimister. Whoop, whoop. They love fun and adventure and new possibilities and always on the go. Can be challenged with the painful part of life, the life that isn't so much fun. And partners can be challenged with them endlessly on go and their possibilities and adventures. Also a good thing, right? There's 2 sides to the story. So today we're doing the 8 asserter. And the limiting belief of the 8 asserter is the world is hard and unjust, and the powerful take advantage of others, and they resist being controlled because of that. Probably in their childhood, they felt taken advantage of, and so they became very strong personalities. They focus on strength, staying in control and being strong, are confident, strong sense of self, dependable, takes matters into their own hands to get things done, uses their will to accomplish. I mean, they can grit it out and get it done, even the most difficult things, often physical things. Natural leader, wants people to be straight. They are honest, high integrity, likes action and results, protector of the weak and those they love. What you see is what you get. You can count on them. Respect is ultimately important to them. And they don't really care. Take me like I am. This is the way I am. And they don't spend a lot of time worrying about hurt feelings for others before growth, before they have their personal growth. So the challenges: being vulnerable feels wimpy, pressures people to see how they will respond, tells it like it is without monitoring impact of directness, sometimes offends without meaning to, may dominate others. And many asserters share with me that they find their own personality very difficult because often of their directness, because of their their go power, their hard standards. They stand in what they believe in, and they show us. They show us how to stand up and speak up and be true to themselves. They show us what it's like to be not influenced by overly influenced by other people. Now they can, I want you to know that they have a soft heart that is covered by armor that they often don't show other people. They will often say to you, I don't hug, don't hug me, don't touch me. And you need to respect that. Oh, us two supporters, like, what? You don't want to be hugged? Come on, I'll give you a hug anyway. And if they even, it's like, oh, not again, these touchy-feeling people. So, where was I? I'm going to do the challenges again in case I forgot to. So, feeling vulnerable for them, that feels wimpy. It does, their whole persona is about strength. So, they may dominate others, their relationship style. They've learned to become strong and powerful by imposing will on others while hiding vulnerability to gain respect. They have a lust for all of life, and it shows up in their intensity. They can be charming, down to earth, want to experience all life has to offer, energy, sex, food. I mean, they can be 90 years old and still active in so many ways that like the go switch is just never off for them. And they can be very hard on their bodies, like physically full of vitality, always on the go. They make an impression. When they walk into a room, they are generally a big personality. And underneath that tough exterior, as I mentioned, is a soft heart, not touchy-feely. They love animals and they love small children, and they are extremely gentle with them. And often their children will say, well, man, how come you're down on your knees playing with my children? You never did that with me. They came to believe that the world is a really tough place, and they're often hard on their children because they want to toughen them up so no one takes advantage of them. But that's not how the child often reads it. To get along with them, um, they don't like being around emotional people. They often don't know what to do with it before growth. Remember, it feels weak to them. They can appear to be intimidating with their big energy and strong language, which they have a loving and caring heart. You can tell them what you think, but you do it with respect. And I have mastered the skill of this. I had an older brother who was an asserter. And on the pickleball court, the men who are the most dominating can be really hard on people. When I start joking around with them and challenging them with respect and with humor, you see them turn a complete 180, and they often become much more open and fun and softer. But don't try it if if you don't have that skill, or the legs might be taken right out from underneath you. For the asserter, be aware that telling it like it is will distance others, and it hurts their feelings, and it can be just too direct. Soften your words, even your voice, encourage and praise. Now, here's one of their strengths. They are great, great leaders. They don't need to micromanage everyone. They'll give you the task and then they'll send you off. And if you don't do that task, then they'll take you to task. But they are often and if they are a high functioning or a higher, healthier personality, amazing, amazing leaders and people as well. With your strong leadership qualities, positive reinforcement will create more success. So famous people, Dr. Phil, on his show, I mean, it's very clear. There are people who come on that show and want to manipulate it around to meet their needs. And he'll go, You came here, you asked me for my advice. I'm going to give it to you, and you can do whatever you like with it. But while you're here, we're going to do it this way. He is a great role model for men, for standing up and being responsible and a leader in your community and being a great, solid partner. Um, Barbara Walters, Donald Trump, Kevin O'Leary, Whoopi Goldberg, Susan Sarandon, Simon Cowell. Another short story here is when Simon Cowell first started on American Idol, he was very direct, so direct with his feedback that people crumbled afterwards. And he was asked, why do you do it like that? He said, well, they came on the show and they asked for an opinion, and it's my place to tell them whether they've got talent or not. Little strong. And then I see him now, and he's married, and originally had these two white poofy little dogs, and now he has children, and he has turned right around. Like he's much softer. He can still be direct, but he's much softer than he used to be. So that's the 8 asserter. And we have one more to go. And my next one will be the 9 peace seeker. So I hope you'll join me on that.